In this video, you will learn about the external form connector and how to set up a dummy form to receive external form submissions to SugarMarket. The purpose of the external form connector is to connect your externally hosted form to SugarMarket. This allows the data from external form submissions to be stored in SugarMarket, letting us report off these submissions and even execute follow-up actions from the platform. Before starting this process, you'll need to find the external form that you want to connect to SugarMarket. It's very important that you know the exact order of the questions on the form, including any hidden fields and conditional questions. Therefore, you might want to use the back-end view of your external form to match the exact question arrangement. Also, be sure to know exactly what fields the information collected in the form should map to on the SugarMarket side. For this example, I will be using the Contact Us form from the SugarCRM website. Let's get started. The first thing you'll need to do when setting up the external form connector is create a dummy form to capture the data in SugarMarket. This can be done easily by using the form builder. You'll create a brand new form by going to the navigation bar, click Create, and select Form. Because you already know what fields you're going to put in this form, start by selecting the blank form template. Next, we'll fill out the form basics. When naming this form, make sure you note that this isn't going to be a live form. You can use the same name as your original form, but try adding External Form Connector or EFC. Most importantly, remember this form name for later. Next, you'll add the form to a folder. Then you'll select the form type. This option is for internal categorization purposes only, with the exception of the event option, which will tie this to the SugarMarket Events module. Other than that, you can choose whichever category you'd like to put this form in. Then you'll add a description for your form. You can write whatever you like here, but we recommend you include something to note that this form is created for the external form connector, as well as the URL where the original form is located. You'll have the choice to add URL parameters or enable double opt-in if you wish. However, you'll only want to add in URL parameters if your external form has them. As for double opt-in, this is specific for European customers and most likely takes place on your external form anyways. Next, we'll build out our form. You'll need to be sure to add all the fields on your original form in the same order to this dummy form. This includes hidden fields, conditional fields, and URL parameters. In this example, we'll assume our form has a hidden field of lead source. So we will add this to the dummy form in the exact placement as it is on the original form. You'll also want to make sure you map these fields to the correct corresponding field in SugarMarket. For example, matching first name to first name, last name to last name, etc. If the question is required on the original form, it must also be required on this dummy form. However, make sure you don't have a field that is required on the SugarMarket dummy form and not required on the original form. If this happens, then all the data will be rejected upon submission. For more information on setting up a SugarMarket form and mapping your fields, check out the Form Builder Overview course on SugarU. When you're ready, you'll click Next to progress to the Style step. However, because this is an internal form and your customers will never see it, you don't need to worry about the design, so you can skip right to the Action step. On the Action step, you can control what happens after someone submits the external form in the upper left. You can choose whether or not to sync this data with your external CRM. Next, you'll be prompted to add the redirect URL for the form. All forms in SugarMarket must have a redirect URL. However, since your form is externally hosted, you may already have a redirect to URL or a pop-up message, meaning your customers will never see what you enter here. So, we suggest adding the URL for your thank you page or even just the URL for the page in which the original form is hosted. Finally, you're able to add form alerts using the plus sign on the far right or add follow-up actions using the field submission rules such as adding a customer to a nurture, assigning them to a specific contact owner, and more. In this example, I'll be adding a follow-up email I created through the Nurture Builder to send to everyone who fills out this form. Once you're done setting up your form actions, click the Publish button. Since we're not putting this form anywhere, you can click Exit Builder once the form is successfully published, and just like that, your dummy form is complete. Stay tuned to the next video in this series to learn how to set up the external form connector.